Hi everyone, I would like to introduce you to design of steel structures. Well, before starting the session, we should know what is structural design. Structural design is the methodological investigation of the stability, strength and rigidity of structures. That means for structural design, one will select trial section and then investigate how the structure is stable, strong and rigid under the applied loads. Okay. Then what are the objectives of structural design? Okay. Basically, there are four objectives for the design of steel structure. The very first objective is that it should give satisfactory service throughout its life without no excessive deformation or vibration and no discomfort to the user, which is also known as serviceability requirement. So, this is the reason why we always check the deflection and the service load and not due to environmental loads such as earthquake and wind load. Okay. So, then the second objective of structural design is that it should be strong, stable and safe enough to carry the loads under any possible combination of loads, which is known as strength requirement. Once serviceability and strength requirements are satisfied, next objective are economy and aesthetic requirements. That is, the structure should be as inexpensive as possible and use minimum amount of material, and it should be appealing from aesthetic consideration. Therefore, these four objectives, that is strength, serviceability, economy and aesthetic requirements, are the main objectives of structural design. Further, so we will discuss what are the steps involved in the design of steel structures. Okay. So, very first step in the design of structures is function planning, that is based on the purpose for which the structure being used, layout planning of the structure is decided. For example, if it is for hospital building, wardrooms, medical storage, operation theatre etc. are decided. Similarly, if it is a go down, storage area, loading and unloading areas for goods have to be decided. Okay. So, then the second step in the design of structures is, that is after functional planning, next step is material selection, that is based on the purpose and location of the structure, materials like RCC or steel or aluminum or wood etc. are selected. Okay. Then after material selection, preliminary estimation of loads is made, that is based on the purpose of structure, dead load and live load are decided, and based on the location of the structure, environmental loads such as wind and seismic loads are etc. are decided. Based on the load selected, load cases, load combinations are also selected with reference to the standard guidelines for with respect to the different countries in which the structure is going to be built. Okay. Then the next step is after material selection, a trial selection for various elements of structure such as beam, column, slab etc. is selected for structural analysis. Then the structure is analyzed either by manually or by commercially available softwares such as ETABS, StatPro etc. Then after structural analysis, members are designed to check whether the assumed section size are safe for the applied loads and load combination, and the connections are designed to resist the joint loads. Once the design of members and connections are finished, the structure is reviewed for overall economy and strength requirement, and then structural drawings are prepared for the execution of structures. Okay. Further, so why do we have to go for steel structures? Why don't for RCC structures? Okay. Steel structures are preferred to RCC structure under certain circumstances due to its inherent advantages over RCC structure, such as better quality control in case of steel structure. Since steel sections are factory made, it is possible to achieve uniform quality control on the sections prepared. Okay. Then the second one is, the steel sections have high strength and stiffness per weight compared to RCC. For example, in case of RCC, maximum strength available is around M80, that is 80 Newton per millimeter square or 80 MPa. So, which is being used in high rise buildings, whereas in steel strength up to 250 Newton per mm square to 40 Newton per mm square are available, even sometimes more than around 470 Newton per mm square also used in case of high strength steels. Okay. Further, in case of concrete, if you want to go more than M25, one needs to go for mixed design, which is a tedious process. Okay. So, then the next advantage of steel structure is steels have high strength and stiffness per weight, resulting in lighter sections. Okay. So, then since steel sections are lighter and with the use of bolted and welded connections, fabrication is also very easy. Okay. Then because of high strength per unit weight, steel sections are very slender as compared to RCC. Because of slender sections, large column free space can be achieved in case of steel structures. Alteration is also very easy in case of steel structures, because any section can be appended to existing structure by welding, and expansion or modification of the structure can be done. Okay. So, then erection of steel structures is fast and easy, since we do not have to wait for curing period as in the case of concrete. So, then the next one is fabrication of steel structure is possible during all weather, resulting in substantial elimination of delays due to bad weather. Steel is ductile, which can give sufficient warning before failure. So, last but not least, steel is reusable, that is, steel can be easily melted and desired sections can be produced for reuse. Okay. In order to get all the advantages of steel, we have to deal with certain disadvantages also, such as for erection of steel structures, skilled labor are required. So, it is very difficult to get the skilled labor in present day situation, because unlike RCC, steel sections are available in length of approximately up to 12 to 13 meter. Okay. So, even if somebody makes a mistake in cutting of steel section, okay, 2 to 3 mm extra 5 mm, so you may have to discard the entire section, or else you may have to further cut the existing section and you may use it wherever. So, sections of lesser length are required. Okay. Maintenance cost in case of steel structure is high due to susceptibility of steel to corrosion, which requires regular painting and adoption of other corrosion prevention measures such as galvanization, etc. And again, next disadvantage in case of steel structure is higher cost of construction of steel structures compared to RCC. So, in case of steel structure, initial cost of construction is very high when compared to RCC. Okay. Then next is steel sections are weak in fatigue, which results in increased residual stresses and the cyclic action of loads. Okay. Also, in case of steel structures, fire resistance is very low. Okay. For example, so all of you might have remember that Pentagon collapse, okay, where a aeroplane loaded with a oil is been impacted with the existing building. In that case, building did not collapse because of the impact load. Building collapsed because when the aeroplane with oil struck that structure, so oil caught the fire. Because of the fire, steel got melted. So, due to the melting of steel, column became weak and sudden collapse happened. Okay. So, then this is one of the major disadvantage in case of steel structure. So, then next is, since we have very slender section in case of steel structure, buckling is a most commonly observed failure criteria in case of steel structures because of slender sections. Okay. Then in case of steel structures, electricity may be required for welding. So, when welded joints are used, which may not be possible in all the places. Okay. For example, many places we may not get the required electricity for welding. For in case of offshore structures which are built in the middle of the sea, where water depth is more than 400, 500 meters, some case even in terms of kilometers, 4, 5, 10 kilometers. So, in such cases it is very difficult to take the required electricity for welding. So, in certain cases where welding is required, electricity may not be possible. So, this one we have to go for bolted connections. Okay. So, with this I would like to conclude this session. Until we meet again, bye.